I think we're just about to be live. There we go. It appears that we are now live. How exciting is that? Well, it is for me. I am just going to zoom in my little mini old MacBook. I like that with the touchpad on the MacBook. It's just a 10-inch, right? But it's perfect because I don't have the second screen, like I said. So what I do is I go on the touch, on the mouse pad thing, and I could zoom in the page. So all I see is the chat a lot bigger, but just enough that I can tell that there's like no one in here. It's wonderful. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of American Truck Simulator, just because that's one of my main go-to games, along with Skater XL and all the hello, hey, how's it going? How is it going? I'm doing all right. Hello, Caesar. 187. Don't be pulling a 187 on me now. We all know what that means. I gotta find my pedals there. Give me a second here. The pedals for my steering wheel, I kind of kicked it underneath a little too far. There we go. All right. Hello, Finlay Wade. Yeah. Now you know how I feel when I stream on Twitch for a couple of hours at a time and there's like nobody in there, but I still have fun because it's like I said before. Let me get this show on the road. It's storming. To me, this is exciting. Like I've mentioned before, even if there's literally nobody in here for 2 hours, nobody ever shows up. This really is no different than a regular upload when you think about it. So those people that come in and make fun of me and go, haha, there's like nobody in here. It's like, there's also nobody in here when I was getting 250,000 views on my other videos. Right? So it's really not an insult. We have a bit of a detour. I'm kind of glad this happened in the game. Once in a blue moon, you'll get these random events, so even though my GPS behind my pumpkin head is telling me that I should technically be going straight, there was a random roadblock, and we need to back it up. I like things like that, the whole dynamicness of the game. Man, what is going on? Sorry, give me a second here. I'm having a noob moment. I wasn't expecting after the last 2 days of streaming to have like 5 or 6 people in here already. I will look at the chat in just a moment. Apparently I'm... okay, so it is a detour. We're going off-roading in the big truck. I'm just glad I'm not hauling a big load. That's what she said. Because that would be pretty rough. But let me go ahead and just hit the brakes. You're gonna head out. Diesel comes in, and then he's out. Thanks for stopping by. Are you gonna do Hitman Elusive Target? I don't know. I'm just not that good at the game. You know what I mean? I'm really slow at it in Hitman 3. And when it comes to that, as I've been honest before, I only tend to do things in Hitman 3 that benefit me. So, hey, there's a cool weapon I want. So then I'll work on whatever has to be done to get that weapon. If there's no incentive for me to do it, honestly, I won't do it. I just bought Persona Strikers on Switch, great game, and yes, you say that every time. I say what every time? Because I say a lot in 30 seconds. Wait, you have a Twitch? I Twitch, but I don't go on it. I'm still trying to build... Hello, I kind of like memes. Hello, Stots. Hello, Big Shit. I mean, Big Shrek Shit. I haven't seen you for a while, Big Shit. Or, Big Shrek. Maybe Big Shit, because it just sounds funnier, but with YouTube being such a snowflake, I might have to just resort to calling you Big Dingus. I don't want to get canceled. You're still eating Japanese ramen. Watch your blood sugar with all that sodium. No problem. I have to go see my brother. Well, sweet holy blue pineapple. Hopefully he gets better. Aragon show. The Joker's here. Careful, because I'm Batman. I've got the mask, I can prove it. In this game, you might capture an alien. What? There's no aliens in this game. This isn't Grand Theft Auto 5. You know, with that alien Easter egg thing? I swear if all the chatting keeps up, I'm gonna have to turn this bitch into a podcast. Alright, I'm gonna ignore the chat for a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. You're not worth me driving off a cliff, I'm just saying. I have to go off-road here because there was a detour. I'm on my way to pick up a job. I was just doing this casually for a couple of minutes to warm up the stream. I was expecting it to take an hour to get 2 people in here. After that, I'm not too sure what to do. I'm just kind of playing it by ear. A lot of times before I go to stream, I've mentioned this several times before. I'll kind of sit at the screen and I'll stare and I'll go, what should I do? What should I do? What should I stream? What should I play when I'm streaming? Then I'll do a couple of things and next thing I know, an hour's gone by. I'm like, well, fuck, I could have been streaming this whole goddamn time. Right? So, now even though I'm not always well prepared, I try not to think about it when the moment hits me. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like streaming. I have no idea what I'm doing, but that's nothing new. I'll just do it. And that's it. Don't think about it. When I overthink it, things don't happen. I almost drove into a concrete block. It's alright, I don't eat a bunch of it. I eat healthy every time. Oh, that's good. Perfect setting to capture an alien. Looks like you're in the Midwest anyway. Yeah, you can't... Yeah. This is American Truck Simulator. So how you been there, Shrek? If you are the big Shrek shit from before that I knew. It has been a while since I've seen you in here. Oh, I was gonna say, how the hell do I accept a job at... It's just so damn dark. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's storming like a bastard. But sometimes that's the challenge. Let's see what... Oh, I bet you... Actually. Yeah, let's just... Right. Ah, the little turd. Son of a bitch. Okay, so I get to vent about something. Awesome. After I get caught up on the chat. Too many people. I am the Batman. I am the mask and everything. I'm alright. A little tired. Had to do a lot of snow shoveling again. So here's what I want to bitch, moan, and complain about. So when you look for a job in the game, right? You've got these dots. They're towns. And you can click on these towns to see what jobs they have for you. Okay? So, for example, I was looking for a job when I was all the way up in Oregon. Right? And I was searching for jobs, and there was one. I was like, oh, let's do that one. It's got a cool cargo. Let's just go out and do it. But as you could tell, offer expires in 11 hours. So I fast traveled to my garage. Well, what do you think happened there? Time went on. So by the time I finally got here, the job is gone. I'm stuck picking up, what is that, fruit roll-up? On a barrel? Like I just, fuck, that's it? This is all there is? And it wants me to do this big-ass job? I don't want to do that. The hell kind of bullshit is that? So that's probably my number one pet peeve with the game. Is you go to pick a job, and like I said, you could be way out in Washington, and the job you want is in bloody New Mexico. Yeah, chances are, by the time you get there, The job is gone. Anyways, that's my rant. Hello, Raj. How's it going? Nice. So how's the new computer? Ah, son of a bitch. However, I think I might be able to bypass that, but I don't know. Let me just see something. So we'll go to the job market. Earn money using your truck. See? Wait, now all of a sudden there's all these ones here. Hold on a second. Sure, let's try that one. It's a heavy haul job. Yeah, don't you worry about the weight. Oh, that's why. Okay. So this one we can probably make. I'm doing all right, Raj. How are you? You also got a new laptop. So what I don't like about laptops, because I did laptops for a long time, is, well, it's simple. You pay more for the form factor to get the same power you would get from a PC. Plus, it all depends on what you're doing. Like, are you streaming? Are you recording? And all doing all that video editing bullshit that I do. You know, then it's arguable as to whether or not you need an actual desktop computer. Some computers you can upgrade. I had some old Eurocom laptops back in the 80s and 90s, before any of you were born, I could promise you. And there was expansion slots for RAM, graphics card, Alienware laptops do that too. But generally speaking, for me now, in the last couple of years, I've switched out of the I mean, I have a laptop right now. I'm talking to you all on, or viewing the chat rather, from a MacBook, which is a laptop from Apple. Let's not get too technical. They're compact. You can bring them with you. It's just like anything else in life. There's pros and cons to everything, right? There we go. The storm is now over. You might start streaming? You're gonna run me out of business? I see what's going on. Yeah, like mine is very portable. Actually, you know what? You know what? We're gonna do it. I don't want the... What we're about to do is not really something exciting. I'm gonna show you my computer. In other words, the tower. The internals don't matter. That's not the point. This isn't a flex here. This is to show you how portable my PC is.
With interactive...
Oh, would you zip it? Just to kind of show you. Not this. This is a bloody commercial. No thanks. There we go. That's my computer right there. Just to kind of give you like a sneak peek. I keep my carrots in there too. My hummus. Exactly. That's where I store my drink. Right there. It's like a fridge. Anyways, you get an idea. Like the scaling. Actually, here was the best spot when he sat down next to it. Right there. That's my computer. Hello, Noah. Can a gaming laptop support VR? I don't see why not. That's my computer. Yeah. Like the tower, because the tower is what makes the computer, right? And each side has a compartment that you can open. Now, I have a lot of wires that are where the Pepsi is, even though I have a fully modular power supply. That's where you're supposed to put some full-size hard drives in there. What would I do with a Klondike bar? I would throw it in the garbage. I'm on a mission. Remember, to lose weight. So there it is there again. That's my computer. Doors on each side. Nothing fancy to it apart from that it's a smaller form factor tower. It can do mini ITX, micro ATX, or whatever. Anything but the full size. I don't like full size. It's a little bit wide in the hips. You know what I'm saying? But it's the height. Not that that bothers me. To be honest with you, if I could build my own tower, it would be just a little bit more narrow. Just a little bit more narrow. Give it just a little bit more height. Just a little bit. But nonetheless, it's like a cube. And I like it. So that's my case that I bought about 7 or 8 years ago. And it's like a lunchbox. That's the whole idea. Like as you could see in the video, right? And you compare that. Oh, there you go. Compare that to a mid-size tower from NXT, and that kind of gives you the scaling side by side. You could tell that my tower's just a little bit wider, but not by much. And I save a lot on the height. And again, the built-in handle is, I mean, again, talking about that portability. Not that I walk around with my computer, but that's not the point. It's like furniture, mattresses, everything should come with a fucking handle, and they don't. So that was one of the big reasons I went for that tower. Phil, do you like boneless pizza? No, I like bones in my pizza because, you know, I'm all about the extra calcium. The fuck do I like bones in my pizza? I use a mid-ATX myself, right? Phil, do you think pineapple is legal on a pizza? Absolutely. My favorite pizza is Hawaiian with bacon. Ham, pineapple, and bacon. Because it covers all the food groups in one pizza. You got your carbs, you got your, you know, your veggie fruits, you got your meat, your dairy. It's an all-in-one. One slice of Hawaiian pizza is essentially like a fucking buffet. It's nutritionally very in-depth. It packs a punch. Yeah, a laptop is more portable, but it's more expensive, and for the same dollar, it's just, you know. Oh, Ali hiding in the shadows. I was just showing people my old tower that I have. Because people were talking about their new laptops and stuff like that. So I was like, hey, check this out. But anyways. Nothing overly exciting, but yeah. It's a cube, like I said. It's pretty neat. We'll close that. All right. Oh, there. Time's been going by. The sun is rising. Ali, if you're still in here, just out of curiosity, do you ever see yourself getting a steering wheel to do gaming with the, you know, the steering wheel and the gas pedals? Or are you not really into those kinds of games? Phil, I don't know why gaming Lapierre is expensive in Canada. Well, it's not that things are expensive in Canada. No, wait, you're not into that? But do you like racing games at all? Like, do you like any type of driving, like Need for Speed or Forza, or any type of this kind of stuff? Or is it just really not your thing at all, even with a controller? I have a million things in my room, but I can't. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so it's not that you don't like it. It's that you might lose your life. Because you got too much stuff. Right. Was the bet? Yes. Yeah, Need for Speed The Run. Forza 4, yeah. I have Forza Horizon 4. But yeah, I really like the The whole steering wheel thing, it just adds to the immersion. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I have to go here. Yeah, I like Forza. It's a little bit wonky with my steering wheel because it is, ultimately an arcade, an arcade driving. So I've talked about that before, like the steering wheel is so tight in this game. Like I can't show you, you would just have to take my word for it. When you see the steering wheel in the game, that's literally like in real life the steering wheel that's in front of me, right? Like, if I move my wheel like that, like, immediately, like, it's just perfect. 100% immaculate. This game. Need for Speed, Forza, because they're arcade racers and they're not I don't know what it is. Because Dirt works perfect again, that's another sim. There's something a little loose, sloppy. I don't know what the proper terminology would be, but something feels a bit off with the steering wheel in those games. It's amazing, but there is a bit of a looseness. And I don't know what that is, and it drives me nuts. Hello, Toxic Lab. Fries with ranch. I used to eat fries dipped in mayo, then I pretty much quit all of it. Okay, I hate it when I'm driving as the only mechanic besides Twisted Metal. But it's really nice when it's optional and you can at least be on foot as well. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're not much into, like, Need for Speeds because the only objective is to do the actual driving. Did shawarma come back again? No, and I'm still alive, so I guess that guy that was going to send the djinn and have Allah expel me, I guess that didn't pan out for him too well. Because I'm still alive and well. You know what I mean? Because that's what happens 99.9% of the time in life. People that want to do things don't talk a big game. They play a big game. They yap, 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 yap. And then they go, get ready, bitch, because it's coming. Right? But I told you. Plus, I live in Canada. So let's crack a joke at that for a moment. Because I live in Canada, I get to be a little extra cocky when people threaten to kill me all the time. Because, I'm just such a hateable person. But when it does happen, I kind of laugh because I'm like, man, it's Canada. I look at the news and I'm like, how many people have grenades thrown through their windows and shit like that? And it just doesn't really happen. Like it does, but not really. If I was living in the States, no offense, and this is not an insult, I'm just being real. If I lived in the good old US of A right now, and I had people saying they were on their way to blow me up, set me on fire, all these things that all these people always want to do for some odd reason. Maybe because I'm very outspoken and I don't like Trump, and I've been vocal about that on Twitter for 4 years. If I was in the States, I probably also have, like, an AR-15, and I'd have shotguns, and do you know what I mean? Like, I would be fully decked out. Like, my house, I would look like my dude in Call of Duty. Do you know what I mean? So I'd be ready for it too. Whereas in Canada, I just need to arm myself with a frozen pack of bacon and some maple syrup. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. That's just straight up, like, you could take it as me trying to be funny, but I'm actually being serious. Forza Motorsport isn't arcadey. It's a proper I was talking about Forza Horizon. Sorry, not Forza Motorsport. By the way, I did try Forza Motorsport, the newest one. Absolute garbage with my wheel. I spent an hour and a half on it, couldn't get it to run properly. I would turn the wheel just a bit and I would do big, massive donuts. That's right, the bottle of gin. I told him when he threatened me, if you're going to bring the gin, at least bring the juice. You can drink the gin, I'll drink the juice because I'm a recovered alcoholic. It's been 20 years. I looked in the mail. I never received any gin. But my main drink used to be gin and juice. Gin and orange juice was a big thing for me, the screwdriver. Wish I was in Canada. USA's a hot mess. Well, I've said this many times, and again, it's not an insult. But when you compare, yeah, but in a different way, Stotts, you and I don't have to worry about all these riots and all these protests and all these insurgent things going on. You know what I mean? Like, we rarely have anything going on. I can step outside anywhere I want, wherever the fuck I please. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I can wear what I want. No one is ever going to look at me and say, hey, man, you lost, Holmes? Maybe you should turn around and go that way. Walk around down the wrong street in New York or somewhere in California or St. Louis, Missouri or Texas or Mississippi or almost anywhere. There are some places, now the media blows it out of proportion, but there are some select areas where you can't be cocky. You can't just be like, you don't own me, I'll walk where I want. No, because they'll stomp your ass. You know what I mean? There's places the police don't even like to patrol on a regular basis, and I know that's a fact because I have friends in those areas, and I'm in frequent contact with them, and we've had those conversations. I don't even know what his version of the jinn was, to be honest with you. I was just being a smartass. I don't know what jinn was. Well, Allah's God for Islam. Please help, I'm under the water. What? Oh, we have some rough neighborhoods. Of course, Winnipeg is pretty harsh. I've lived in Winnipeg. Yeah, Winnipeg can be quite nasty. I think what I'm getting at is, and I know I'm just kind of babbling, but this is what happens, right? And I don't mind this, but I'm sure some people might get bored. I'm just being real. It's hard for me sometimes to keep up the gaming, especially when I'm driving 160 kilometers an hour and talk at the same time and like keep up with it. It is difficult. Doesn't bother me, but it's difficult. Which is why sometimes I like doing my World of Warcraft thing. Because I feel like offer expires in 40 minutes. I feel like this. Oh, and it's GPS. Okay, let's take that job. You know, before it disappears on us. I think it's up ahead. It's usually, no, it's not. Let me at least do this really quick. I probably won't do the whole job. I'll probably just do part of it, and then after that I might try to do a little Call of Duty. See how that plays out, because, you know, that's good for the stream. And again, for some reason, this game is lagging like a bitch. Like, my frames keep dropping. I should have rebooted my computer, which I thought I did, actually. Because like I said, now that I'm only on one monitor and all these things, the stream is only at 30 frames, 1080p. There is a lot less stress on my computer. Let me at least get this going. Oh, come on. For real. Get it in. There we go. When you hit T, it just goes in. I'm just saying. You can take that however you want. I could see the chat. It's like going 100 miles an hour. We don't even have 2 digits in the stream. Maybe I wasn't meant to have more than 10 people in the stream, right? It's hard enough to control when there's 6 people in here. But that's why when you watch those other streams with those other guys, and I will check the chat out in a moment there, that's why what ends up happening is like, let's say Michael Does Life, a streamer I really like. Really, really nice guy. Michael Does Life. So when he streams, obviously, he's only going to be able to like respond to a few people because the chat's going to go like a million miles an hour because he's that popular. Whereas me, I don't have to worry about that. I get to respond to everybody. That's because there's like almost no one in here. But that's okay. We can laugh at that. Black Ops 2 Buried Origins. TJ, what in the ever-living bejesus is wrong with you? My favorite Black Ops 1 2 transit. Your mom, transit. Your mom's in transit? To where? What? See what happens? You ignore the chat for 1 minute, then it looks like someone's mama's in transit somewhere. Anyone want to play co-op on the transit map? What game are you talking about, Haruki? Counter-Strike Go looks like a fun game. I've played it a couple times. Holy cow, that's a big load. Look at that. You could see the massive truck. Oh, so I want to share something with you. Not that this is going to be really entertaining to any of you. No offense. But I learned something. So my friend that came in the stream the other day, that's a trucker now that I met in World of Warcraft several years ago. I found out something. It's really intriguing. And I kind of figured this was the reason why. I just wasn't sure. So let me share this with you. Okay. Notice how the truck has a trailer, but it has like an extra trailer. So it's got like the pin in the back of the truck, but then that mini trailer, if you look carefully above my head, it also has like another trailer. And then when we look back here, there's another like little add-on trailer. It's like super tiny and it says oversized load. And you could be thinking to yourself, well, why don't they just put that sign on the back of the truck? Why does there need to be extra wheels behind this big massive load and an extra mini trailer right there in front of it? It's all about weight dispersion. Because if there's too much weight not spread out appropriately, you could eventually collapse some small bridges that you could potentially be traveling over. So that's why they do that. I thought it was just to make your life more difficult. I've completely lost track of what is going on in the stream, but if people are chatting, that's cool. I wish I could be a part of my own chat, but I don't know what's going on. Want to play now? What? Alright. I gotta watch my mirrors so I don't blow the, take out... Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be close. Wow. That was close. Yeah. See what I mean? Oh, would you shut up? You see the extra little trailer there? Yes, I'm road raging against... I'm gonna knock him out. Piss off, wanker. Or I'll transit your wife to my bedroom. Give you a reason to honk your horn. It's the only thing you'll be stuck playing with. And these are the kinds of conversations I have with myself even when I'm playing by myself. I'm hoping to get on some sort of like main highway soon. Because man, that trailer is long as hell. Like, wow. That is like... I'm almost sweating just looking at like my side mirrors there. It's pretty dramatic. Ted from Transit. Who's Ted? Yeah, for real. Aw, oh, come on, a train. Haruki! This is your doing. I know you're behind this. You're trying to stall me. Well, transit. Yeah, I just, you know, I'm too self-consumed with my life and trying to make it relevant. Anything, you know, post 2000, I probably don't know anything about it, to be honest with you. I don't watch TV. I haven't had cable in 2 decades. I haven't watched, like, cable television. I haven't listened to the radio or any of that shit since probably 1997, 1998. Holy hot damn, that was close. You can get a much better look now. That extra little trailer. Ted, are we talking about the bear, Ted, in that movie with Marky Mark? Bellatorium King, how's it going? Excuse me. Had some Pepsi there that went down the wrong tube. I don't even know where I'm going. I was on my way. Well, I'm in Tucson, Arizona. Tucson. And I'm on my way to Kingman, in that area. Just southeast of Las Vegas, Nevada. There's a Black Ops 2 map called Transit, and in the bus there's a robot called Ah! That's why! I don't know anything about that. I was too busy splattering people's brain matter all over the pavement floor when I was playing that game. Didn't have chance to see these robots and shit. That's why I know nothing about that. Obviously, I'm just being a smartass, but for real, that's probably what was going on. Yeah, so this is a huge transportation. I'm probably not going to do the whole thing. Actually, I can almost guarantee you I'm not going to do the whole thing. Just because it's long, and quite frankly, I don't know how long I'm going to stream for, just like in general. I might want to do something else other than just one thing. But I'm having fun. Like I said. If I can keep the truck in the proper lane on the road, it's relaxing. Now that I'm on the highway, I feel like I got my Pepsi, so long as I don't choke on it and go all over the place off the road. That'll be fantastic. If you but him a few times. What? Get off my ass bus. Disgusting. Thank you, Jack. Jack is the person that never lets me forget he loves my streams. I could have dementia and Alzheimer's, and I would still remember who he is. He comes in, says he loves my streams, and then I don't hear from him ever again until the next stream. It's very quiet. Who's 13? I can promise you I'm not 13. I haven't been 13 since... Do you want to know when I was 13? In the early 90s. When you were still an angel in heaven. I was 13. In 1991, I was a 13-year-old boy. I was a teenager in 91. That is how fucking old I am. Oh yeah. I am so old, plot twist, I'm one of Jesus' original disciples. I'm just saying. Man, this is relaxing. Once the truck is rolling, we got a destination, we got cargo. It's literally like driving a real truck. You haven't been 13 since 8 years? My goodness. Jack is 15, right? Yeah, I made that joke before. I said, welcome to my stream where I could be people's great-great-great-grandfather. I think Stotts is the oldest person in here. Stotts and Ali, a.k.a. Abu Gaming. I don't know if he's still here in the shadows like he said he was earlier there, but yeah. Ali and Stotts, I believe, are the only people that are somewhat remotely of my generation-ish. I think. Let me read that in a second. I don't want to hit a concrete barrier with that big massive load I've got. I still remember the Xbox 360 and PS3. Yeah, World at War. Have you seen Biblically Accurate Angels? Not since I quit doing meth, no. And I am the youngest. Okay, that's it. Timeout. We're having an intermission. How dare anybody enter my stream and be older than I? And I am the young... How old are you, Rush? And I am a joke to you? How old are you, says the Bellatorum King. I was born in 73, and I still feel young. So definitely the delusions have kicked in. I'm just kidding. I was born in 78. Biblically accurate monsters look like angels. You're 13. Well, you don't really sound 13. I mean, like from how you type. Remember I told you this before. Wow, so we got a dude. Bellatorum King is pushing like 50. Damn it. I'm 4 years old. I'm the young. No, you're not 4 years old. That bullshit I'm not going to believe. That is a crock of shit. I absolutely will not believe that. Now I'm going to ask a question. And I need to hear the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you, Haruki, because she will exterminate you if you're caught lying. Right now on your keyboard, there's a lie detector test. And if it senses any bullshit, Haruki pushes the button, zzz, zzz, and you get zapped. You get electrocuted. Here we go. Here's the question. Because there's a few people in here. There's enough people in here that I'm hoping to get sort of like an idea. Let's say I was subscribed to World of Warcraft, so not just running around doing nothing. Let's say I was currently actively subscribed to WoW, and I was actually doing PvP, where I was doing those battlegrounds and I was kicking the shit out of people. I would get like 50, 60 kills a match, and I would only die like 0 times to maybe twice a match. I had to flex that a little bit. Or watch me play Call of Duty. Just for curiosity's sake. I'm curious to see what people would prefer to see between those two games if there was actual PvP going. I'm not talking about WoW where I'm just walking around doing nothing. Although that would happen in between matches because you got to wait about 10 minutes for the queue in between matches. But I mean the PvP-wise, World of Warcraft or Call of Duty. Type in your answers. I'm just kind of curious to see. Yum is not a game. COD, right? So we've got one for Call of Duty. Anybody else have an input? Damn you, Haruki. I thought you liked World of Warcraft as well. Maybe, but I don't like zombies much, though. I've tried it, and the matches are long. You know? How does that even happen? Wow, even that I left the game. Yeah. Okay. But but all kidding aside, Haruki, I need or you're getting zapped. Haruki, would you prefer to see like you'd prefer to see Call of Duty over World of Warcraft even if the World of Warcraft was PvP? I ask because, I am curious. I am sort of kind of still in the air about contemplating it. Yeah, I know your answer, Cod. You can only answer once, otherwise you'll skew the results. We've got a few people for COD. No, definitely one. Oh, you would honestly? Oh, cool. Okay. So it's almost split. COD for yeah. I mean, okay, now let's throw in another element. Let's throw in another element in there. Because this kind of helps me understand what people think. If I don't ask, I won't know. For the people that do prefer COD, I actually had COD earlier with Dijon mustard. It was really good. Um, anyways, the difference between COD and WoW, but if I play COD and I'm playing a whole match, but I have to completely ignore the chat. 100%. I got 36 kills, 14 deaths, something around there yesterday, because I went talk to the hand. That's my disconnect. That's my issue with Call of Duty. It's fast paced, it's giddy up, let's go. It's just pure action. Arguably one of the most popular games in the world. My problem with it as a streamer, a small time itty bitty streamer, I get that, is the lack of consistent chat with the chat. That's my problem. I probably could at some point, Jack, yeah. But you see what I'm saying now? So for the people, again, sorry, just to end this. So for people that prefer Call of Duty over World of Warcraft PvP, the people that chose Call of Duty, they're not bothered by a streamer, whether it's me or somebody else. If while a match is going on, I'm not all like, hey, so how was your day today? So what CPU do you have in your laptop? Like, do you know what I mean? Even taking my eyes off for a little bit to look and do a bit of this, I find that's where I get really fucked up. Do you know what I mean? I feel like when I play Black Ops, I have to announce all the time, I know you're chatting and you're there, but I can't look or it'll just fuck my shit up. Whereas in World of Warcraft, I can do both. That's why I say that. Now, Jack, do you own the game WWE 2K20? All right. Let me just do a little Call of Duty for now. Let's see if it at least runs properly. Let's just see what happens. I've tried playing Valorant. It's 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 not bad. Just I couldn't really quite get into it. When it comes to a shooter, I tend to stick to one. Nice, I am too. But Jack, do you own the game WWE 2K20? Whoops. How long have I been streaming for? 49 minutes. Okay. Oh, you don't own it? It goes on sale sometimes with all the updates that's been happening with the game. It's a lot better now. It's very, very playable. For me personally, I don't even really play 2K19 anymore, to be honest with you. Like 2K20 was an absolute atrocious nightmare, almost worse than what Cyberpunk was. Well, not quite. I don't think anything will ever touch the bullshit Cyberpunk was. But 2K20 definitely came close. But now I've played it on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro. I've played it on PS5. I've played it on P. See? Ah, don't tell me this bullshit again. Ladies and gentlemen, this again, I'm just saying. This is why I don't like PC as my main gaming thing. It just never fails. Yesterday it took me a half hour. My American Truck Simulator couldn't detect my steering wheel. Like, I just feel like for me there's always something going on. I'm back at that glitch again where I would need to reboot my computer. It's just kicking me out of Call of Duty. But I think I might know what's doing it, so. Oh, Phil. Damn it, the chat. Never thought I'd see that day where I can't read someone's sentence because the chat's going too quick. Phil, so you normally play WoW mostly? Sorry, I gotta scroll up. Or Classic. Retail. Oh my god, Retail. Screw Classic. I'll explain that in a minute. In that sense, they're now going to do... Oh yeah, the Burning Crusade, yeah. How do I put games from my Xbox into my gaming laptop? Are you trying to be funny? Oh, you mean like Play Anywhere titles. So log into your Microsoft account for the Microsoft Store, and you'll be able to see that. So like right here, Microsoft Store, right? Log into your Microsoft thing, and then how do I explain this? Yeah, just log into the Microsoft Store. So if I look up here, let's do it. Let's say I look up Forza. Oh, would you? Forza Motorsport 7, right? And then you look up that game. Okay, seriously? There, see? Install. Cloud enabled, Xbox Play Anywhere, you own this game, blah, 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 blah. That's how you do it. And then you click on the install button, and then that's it. That's how you do it. It's just that simple. Just open up the Microsoft Store with your Windows key. Get into it. It's as simple as that. You don't need any extra apps or any weird voodoo magic. So that's how you do that. I will talk to you more about the WoW thing in a second. All right. Yeah, so WoW Retail. Oh my god. Okay. Let me see if exiting out of Steam helps, because I have a feeling just don't ask. I did this the other day and it worked. I closed Steam and I was able to do it. Otis and Daniel Bryan, yeah, they're pretty cool. Every wrestler in wrestling brings a dynamic, to the whole environment of wrestling. So I kind of appreciate everyone because they all contribute a little bit, right? But of course, I'm going to have some favorites. Sometimes I'll be biased against who I like because, how they speak, how they are with fans in real life, not necessarily by their in-ring ability. Daniel Bryan is definitely up there. John Cena, I don't care what anyone says. A very hard worker, very dedicated. Doesn't matter his limited move skill set. Just being a wrestler. One thing a lot of people don't understand about wrestling, and I'm not saying that I fully understand it, but I at least kind of get it a little bit, is even if you have a wrestler like a Hulk Hogan or like a John Cena that only has like 4 or 5 moves, okay, fine. So they don't necessarily have the in-ring prowess with all the technical abilities like This is ridiculous. Like Finn Balor. But being able to make sure that you can read your partner, you have to understand that wrestling is scripted. Most people know that. But with wrestling being scripted, you do understand that when both wrestlers come together, they're not sitting there going, okay, so Bro, when you throw me against the ropes, I was thinking of doing like a hip toss. And then that's where like you could like deke out of the way, spin around, give me like an arm bar. Okay. Let me look at my cheat notes. And then after the arm bar, you can give me a leg drop, right? You could try to pin me, then I'll put my foot on the rope. Then the ref is going to see it. I'm going to pull out brass knuckles. I'm going to punch you in the snout and I'm going to take your belt. You do know that that's not how wrestling works, right? You do know that sometimes you have two wrestlers, they've never met, they've never spoken, ever. And the whole fucking thing you see before you is all improv. Do you know that, right? Like, yes, they go over some of the stuff, like the end of the match, who's going to win, obviously, because that's predetermined. They're going to talk about how the ending should come about loosely. But for the most part, that's it. And if you had like a classic match, which I urge you to watch if you're young and you don't know about this match, Shawn Michaels versus Bret the Hitman Hart, which I saw live, that's how old I am. It was a 60-minute Iron Man match. How the fuck do you script a 60-minute match, punch for punch, kick for kick, throw for throw? You can't do it. That's the magic of professional wrestling. They're fighting and they're not like, oh, sorry, oops, oh, you were trying to, oh, okay. Like, notice how there's no awkwardness. It all flows like a script. You would think that every single move was literally scripted. That's the magic of wrestling. And being able to protect your partner, right, from injuring them. That's why, to me, with what I just said, I will still put John Cena up there on a pedestal as being an amazing wrestler. Because it's more than just being able to do backflips and 720s in midair and all that kind of shit, right? It's the whole aspect of wrestling. Showing up even when you're sick, finishing your match when you've got a broken nose, when you rip your quad right from the bone and you still finish your match like Triple H did. You know what I mean? That to me is what makes a good wrestler. Anyways, kind of went off on a rant there, but that's okay. I missed something. Oh, right. TJ, get help. Otis is trash. Stop it. I told a bunch of 6-year-olds Santa wasn't real. It was beautiful. Phil, you should join WWE. Well, that was my biggest dream, actually. Funny you should say that, and I'm not kidding. Wrestling is like my crack. I absolutely love it. I trained. I did wrestling. I did martial arts. I did everything when I was younger from a very early age. My sights were set on being a professional wrestler. I mean, that's how it starts. That's how all these people do it. It's all a dream to them, and then they actually go out and do it. I just never went and did it. I was like, yeah, that'll never happen. And I never bothered. What's Dark Rush? I eat my problems. My grandma was my problem. Oh, man. That's my favorite SmackDown superstar. Who is? I said so many names that. Hey, Chevy, how's it going? Real is my favorite from Raw. Yeah. But anyhow, but you see what I'm saying? Okay, so I shut down. Sorry, that this is just not working out the way I was hoping. Having some problems again with Call of Duty. It might be that I need to restart my computer, but I'll be fully honest with you. Not really motivated to do that. I'm really not, because I have to stop the stream, and it's a real pain in the ass. But I'll try it quickly, and what I might try for fun. I might reboot my computer really quick and leave this going, just to kind of see what happens. But it's already 4. I don't know. I do feel after about like an hour, hour and a half, I do get a little burnt out from streaming a little bit. Because I stream, I upload so much as well. I still have a pending video I haven't even tagged or anything that I should get to soon. We'll see if this works. The last time I was getting this problem, by the way, how I had resorted it. What? The last time was by disabling the Steam overlay. Don't ask. It was like a weird glitch, and it just worked. In this instance, let me just see if WoW works. That's the other thing, too. World of Warcraft is actually reliable. Call of Duty, I'm just not having a lot of luck, but I'm sure if I rebooted my computer, it would work. Let me just see if it actually lets me in. Raj, trust me, I know all about that. My computer's fully updated. Plus, I was just playing it earlier. Oh, Otis and Daniel Bryan, right. Yeah, see? World of Warcraft is working perfectly fine. Absolutely no issues. None whatsoever. I'm just saying it's frustrating. Yeah. I mean, I'm not that out of it there, Raj. Don't forget now, you know a lot about computers, but... And I'm not saying I know everything either, don't get me wrong, but... Outbreak? Yeah, I heard Outbreak is garbage. Yeah, I didn't hear so many nice things. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep this going. I don't know how long it's going to work for. Well, it's just I've been having issues with my computer just overall, to be honest with you. These are the reasons why I don't even really prefer PC gaming. There's just very few games that are just reliable, that just work. Yeah, I'm not rolling back my drivers. Like, that's what I mean. It's just such a crock of shit. You know what I mean? It's really, really annoying. Give me one moment. I mean, I'll still be in here. There's a thing where when I shut down my streaming recording software, which is right here, by the way, what ends up happening is I'll still be able to keep this open because this is YouTube on my MacBook, right? This is not my MacBook, obviously. This is to take the stress off of my computer some. If I come back fast enough, I should still be able to fire up this program after I reboot my computer and resume the current existing stream that's going on right here without starting a new one. So let me go ahead really quick. Let me just try that to see if it works and whatever. So let's just test it out. Let's not even think about it. So I shall be back in a moment. Now let's see. I don't need to see a preview of myself. Testing 1, 2, 3. Am I back online? Am I live? Am I good? Yes, no, maybe so. I think everybody left. They're like, that's it, he's gone. Okay, I'm back. So you see, that was pretty quick. So all I did was I just rebooted my computer. And like I said, because my YouTube chat is on a completely separate computer, I'm able to still like chat within the chat, right? Until my computer comes back online. And because it's on an SSD, even though it's a really old one, it's still fairly fast. So I'll just do that in the future if I ever have issues. Now, if it still doesn't work here, you could be right. It could just be a question of rolling back the driver. However, that said, I have played this game since the new driver update. That's the thing. So there's no reason it shouldn't be working. Okay, so Bellatorm King. So when it comes to World of Warcraft, how I used to play it since the first day the game came out was I would play a couple of characters, both Horde and Alliance, so I could get the maximum feel for the game. I would do a little bit of raiding, not much, little couple dungeons, get a little bit of gear once you hit level cap, just to kind of get a feel for it, the lore, the story, because I'm a geek. But the main thing for me was the PvP. For the first good couple of years, you know, there were no like battlegrounds originally. It was all like world PvP and all that. And then I did arenas. I got really serious. I almost became a gladiator, like a world champion. Good for me. Who cares? Uh, but in recent memory, like in the last decades, I'm a lot more about casual BGs, just being up to date with my gear, like an item level, not trailing behind, talking to people, you know, like I'm doing right now in my chat with all my 5 people. Haha. Fly around and go, oh, I remember this one time. See? Told you. Simple reboot. That's what I needed. Simple reboot. Fixed it. And so what I would do is I would talk. I would fly around on my mount and go, hey, guys, I remember this one time. Oh, it was really crazy. It was like 2008. There was like a big, massive battle, you know, and I just kind of get all like hyper about it because I love WoW, right? I love it. And I would do that in between the PvP fights. So there was a proper balance of me flapping my gums 100 miles an hour and a proper balance of actual gameplay. Because unlike Call of Duty, which is like, I click on a match, it's giddy up, let's go. Call of Duty or World of Warcraft doesn't work that way. You got to log into a queue, and okay, it could take 10, 15 minutes. What am I going to do in that 15 minutes? As you could tell, I don't exactly suffer from the inability to speak. You see what I'm saying? Might not always be interesting, but I can talk. So I would roam around, show people the game, do like a bit of a showcase in between those matches. Match hits, it's game time. Kicking some ass. I mean, I really kick ass in WoW. And that was it. Then I would just do that back and forth. So if I streamed for about an hour, probably got in like a couple of BGs, you know what I mean? Because in the waiting time for 2 BGs, that's a half hour right there. And it was just fun. Like, it's probably some of the most fun I've just ever had, period. Call of Duty I really like a lot, but I don't like it too much when I'm streaming. I don't get the same enjoyment out of it. I don't feel all like relaxed in my element and all that kind of stuff. I find it a lot more stressful and high strung. But it's a popular game. So I try to mix in this game a little bit because there's no thinking. Pick a gun, giddy up, let's go, right? Favorite class? It's a combination. So I've played every class, I've maxed them all out. I would probably have to say overall, probably Druid and or Rogue. I mean, I like them all. You know, the Hunter, you got a pet, you know, the Mage can portal and make, like, they all have their thing. But I think when it's all said and done, you know, ultimately, apart from a few shortcomings, Rogue would probably be my favorite, but because of limited time, not wanting to play 3 or 4 characters anymore like I did for several years, I resorted to the Druid, the jack of all trades. You want to range DPS like a mage? Balance. You want to heal? You can restoration. You want to sneak around and prowl like a rogue-ish? Turn into a cat? Feral. You want a tank? Guardian. You know what I mean? It's also the only class that can give you all of that, and it's the only class with 4 spec trees. Whereas like a demon hunter only has 2. You know what I mean? So yeah, all in all, I would probably have to say Druid is my number 1 favorite. The only thing I still cling on to the Rogue about is I'm all about that gaudiness, the flashiness, the bright colors, and all that kind of stuff. And a Rogue with transmog, it allows you to, you know, to transmog all these big, fancy, flashy, glowing daggers. When you're a cat, even though my cat form is flashy, it's not as gaudy looking. So I kind of miss that element from playing a Rogue, if you know what I mean. But yeah. Yeah, Rogue, yeah. Well, that could have been it too, but a lot of people argue mages were Blizzard's baby too. Let's do a match. Let's do a match. Oy. No, we're not going to do that. No. We're not going to do that. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Steady aim, 15 hip. All about that hip. Don't care about fucking melee. 34 extra. Aim down sights. I don't really aim down the sights with this gun, but I kind of do. I die so fast anyways, I probably don't care about the extra ammo. Okay, so kind of looks like things are good here. Aim, walk, and movement speed, plus 10. Sure. Not like I've really unlocked much. I'm not good with this gun at all. Yesterday, I mean, I did really good. Like, I can confidently say that. But it's also because I used the weapon I'm good with. When I tell you I'm not good with this weapon, I mean it. Well, a lot of them were. Even Blood Death Knights were OP. Is there a winter map in this game? I'm not too sure, but I am going to do something different. I'm going to put myself in a awkward position. I'm going to use a weapon I'm garbage at, and I'm going to play a map I've never played. You'll notice when I play the game, I always do Nuketown 24/7. Repetition, repetition, right? And that's how I became decent, for the lack of a better term, at the game. I became familiar with the map, because all I do is Nuketown 24/7. It's a permanent 24/7 map. By going through the rotation of all the different maps, if I was playing the game more often, sure, I would eventually get used to all the maps, and I would probably do a little bit better. But this is a brand new map. So this is proof that I can't be good at the map because it just fucking came out. And it's got a 24/7 mode. I don't know if it's permanent, but let's do it. I literally have no idea about anything about this map. So talk about putting myself into uncharted territory. The complete opposite of WoW. WoW I'm confident with. And this, with a Mac 10 on a map I've never played, not so good. So what I'm saying is don't expect me to kill 40 people and only die like 10 or 12 times. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff that were unbeatable. RMP, Rogue Mage Priest. I rolled that in 3s back in Burning Crusade. Rogue Shadow Priest as well, or Resto Druid Arms Warrior. But yeah. High Moon Studios, the company that made Deadpool a linear game. So let's check out the Apocalypse. Like I said, I want to try a weapon I'm not too familiar with. And it does make a big difference. Absolutely. I've proven that in my streams before. I'll pick a weapon and I'll do like so-so. And then I'll pick another weapon and people are like, what happened? It's like I'm with a gun I'm a little bit more familiar with, and it can absolutely make a big difference. But I mean, overall, if you're a good player, it just won't matter what weapon you use. But for me, it matters. Like everything matters. All the attachments, my mouse sensitivity. So I have no idea what this is, but let's dive in and see what happens. At this point, I'm just being honest, I am absolutely ignoring the chat. Ah, there was someone behind me. Map awareness is a huge thing. I have none of that, because I've never been here. So I can't know every nook and cranny, right? Running on the outskirts. Ah! And I was about to look there, too. That's actually part of the reason I wanted to do that. Can't have somebody kill me from here if I'm right at the edge of the map, right? Then I work my way inwards. I don't even know what game mode this is. Oh, I fucking had him too. That crouching dingus. But at least my game's running fine. Little sneaky bitches. Where are they going? I do like this weapon a lot. I just suck at it. I really wish I knew what game mode this was. 100 points to win. Team Deathmatch, okay. That's why I don't like Team Deathmatch. I like the one with the capture points. Conquest? This one's too much of a clusterfuck. There's no, like, objective apart from just hunting each other down. There's less, a little bit less strategy involved. But yeah, I'm starting to slowly map out the map. At least the game's running fine, like I said. No frame dips. Oh. Probably would have been able to finish off that guy if it wasn't for the rumbling of the explosion. I looked at the chat and all I saw was England in a teabag. I'm like, this is why I can't look at the chat while I'm streaming, because I'm like, what? Jump all you want, bunny rabbit bitch. You're still gonna get neutered. I saw you hiding in the corner. Ah! 8-5. I'm surprised I have more kills than deaths. But you see how much slower it is than, like, Nuketown? Plus, using an MP or Mac 10. Not exactly a mid to long range weapon. Not too bad of a map, though. Ah, you fuck. And then he got me. I emptied an entire clip in him. And those are some of the reasons I don't really like the Mac 10. It's very fast, but I have a hard time finishing people off with it. That almost makes up for it. And the clips, my good lord, you go through an ammo clip so fast. Yeah, see? I'll stick with these people. Let them get shot first. I feel alone. I don't like that feeling. There we go. Ah, in the middle of a goddamn reload. There we go. Got him. Got him too. Nice. Excellent. Oh, I pulled out the shotgun though. At least I did the smart thing. 13-7. I mean, I'll be honest, to me, that's exceeded my expectations. With this weapon, this map. Right in the nick of time. I tried throwing it back. I hit the wrong button. So I ate the grenade. I got my iron intake for the day. $14.8. Whoops. Whoops. There you go. Almost shot myself. That's funny. There you go. Hello. I probably missed a lot of stuff in the chat. This is kind of like one of those things where I can't recap through the chat. You'll have to @ and then my name if there was something you really wanted me to hear. Like if you had like an important question. Otherwise, like me scrolling back, it's just gonna, you know what I mean? It's just too much. Create a class, Mac 10. Yeah, it went up a couple levels. New optic. Yeah, I don't really like optics for this gun. What else did I unlock? 90% flinch resistance. Yeah, I don't need that. What? What do you mean? So I'm guessing I didn't miss much in the chat. But I think I am going to go. My ass is sore from sitting in this chair for a few hours. There's a few uploads I got to do. Yeah, it's 4:30. I might come back a bit later. It depends if I can get my shit done, to be honest. If I can get that other stuff out of the way, finish my shoveling, play a bit more guitar, finish my couple of uploads that I have. I think I only have one or two that they're already uploaded. I just got to tag them and all that stuff and title them. If I can get all that done, supper, get it, and I'm not too tired after all of that, I could potentially come back. I just don't know what I'm going to do. Betting back on my old WoW account now, that's probably a bad idea. Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? Before I go, I don't care. I played a game. I did okay. Let me just, let me hop into WoW for a couple of minutes while I ramble on about absolutely nothing. At least I could be honest. That's why I love my forever title for Hello Stots. Or unless you were saying hey to somebody else. See, this is the part now that I'm like lost. Isn't that an amazing idea though, Stots? Anybody else for the title for my streams? Isn't that like the best thing so that people don't have false expectations? Mainly chatting random games and some random games. Isn't that like the perfect description right there? Because you're telling people I'm just mainly going to be rambling. But there'll be a little bit of gameplay here and there, you know what I mean? That way I don't have to feel so bad. I know I say this all the time, but it's because I'm anti-clickbaiter. I don't like clickbaiting. I don't want people coming in going, oh, I was expecting some, like, crazy fucking shit. And I was like, oh, trust me, there's some crazy fucking shit that happens in the stream. Just not always from a gaming perspective. You're playing Transit right now? Oh yeah, that's cool. Like I said, it's not like you'll ever be missing that much. But I am going to go in a few minutes. I just wanted to kind of like chit-chat really quick. Bellatorum King, I think he said, yeah, bidding back on my old account. Bidding back. As in, like, you're thinking of buying it back, if I understand correctly? Because I think I saw a comment you made where I think you sold your account or something like that. Shawarma. Every time I see shawarma, I get hungry. But yeah. Anyhow, so there's a few people that if I did get back into this, they wouldn't mind the PvP too much. But did you see what happened, though, with... I don't even know what I was going to say. With that last match that I just did in Call of Duty, I had to completely ignore the chat. That really bothered me, because I could see the chat, like, keep going. But I couldn't, you know what I mean? I couldn't really do much about it. What the fuck? Oh. I was like, where's the flight path master? Kind of like on a weird thing where I'm like a low level, but I'm also looking to see if I'm... Oh! Oh, is this the Twilight... It is the Twilight Highland. Yeah, that's too high of an area. All the way to Booty Bay. Well, you know what? I like it. I'll do one of these weird things where I just kind of fly and I chat for the remaining last few minutes of the game. You could see how it transitioned from that gloomy area to not so gloomy to now See how the whole atmosphere changes? I know I say this all the time, and people are like, oh, here he goes again. Even like the sounds and everything, but it's just, I don't know. Like I said, 17 years I have invested in this game. Over 120,000 hours. That's a big fucking deal. That deserved an F-bomb right there. You know, it's hard to ignore that. When you do something for 17 years, that hut, major PvP there. You got some elf NPCs that are hostile to both factions. So there's a predominant quest that you got to do here. But the amount of times I've had PvP go on in here is insane. And actually, the Hinterlands, where I'm at right now, is actually the spot I'm in World of Warcraft Classic when I was leveling up my Troll Rogue. But Classic is just that. It's Classic. It's too old. Or not too old, sorry. You can't hear me? One sec. Hello? No, my microphone is on. No? I should be good. Who can hear me right now? Okay, yeah. I figured it because, I mean, I could tell that my mic is on. Stotts, now that you can hear me. How loud is the game in comparison to my voice? Is my voice drowned out by the overall sound of the game? The reason I'm asking is because I brought back up my PC to 0 decibels at the default level. But that means that I have to scale back the master volume of all my games a little bit. And I want to know if the game is still a tad too loud. It's fine. You're not struggling to hear my voice over anything? Okay. Hinterlands. Massive PvP here. Okay, good. But you can still hear the game fine? Okay. Hinterlands is one of those areas again. You've got the Alliance town at Refuge Point, Hammerfall for the Horde. Good. And Bellatorum King, because he played WoW, he'll know this, man. Just anywhere on this map. Especially back in the good old days. So my problem with Classic is that it's too time consuming. You have to have like no life and dedicate like a good 2 to 4 hours a day to be able to really get the most out of it. It almost has to become like a part-time job. And, you know, being on disability for half my life, I have all that spare time, but I try to force myself not to have that spare time. That's why a lot of times when people hear, I gotta go, I'm really busy, people are like, what is this guy, like a fucking undercover agent, you know, in another world or something like this? Because I talk like, you know, I've got so many things to do. But that's because I force myself to be busy. Whether it's being more conscious about cleaning every day, you know, vacuuming, just anything. Taking out the garbage, collecting the recycling, right? Back when I used to live in a little shit rooming house, I didn't have to worry about that. I had a much smaller place. Now I'm in a 3-story home. So there's a lot of maintenance. Sometimes I'll clean the bathrooms and use Mr. Clean, and you know what I mean? But for most of my life that I had been on disability, and I lived in a rooming house, I didn't even have my own bathroom. I had to use a public bathroom. How ghetto is that? You think I was cleaning that bathroom? Well, of course not. Every time I'd leave to go get my groceries done or whatever on the way out, there was like the big blue dumpster in the back parking lot of the rooming house, which is like an apartment. So every day I threw out my garbage, but now that I live in like a normal home, there's like a weekly schedule. So there's just all these things that I'm always doing. And I know that people get really curious, you know, what does a guy with no job can be doing throughout the course of a day that's taken up so much of his damn time. And then I'm working out. Then I'm going out jogging, right? When I walk, that can almost be up to an hour. When I do P90X, that could be a half hour. That could be an hour and a half right there. Then naturally I'm going to bathe after that, take a shower, whatever. You know what I mean? So the whole thing could almost take me 2 hours right there. Well, that's a long time, right? What's so quiet now? Pokemon is quiet? Or my microphone? I'm so confused. But anyways, I'm just kind of sharing with a few people, what are all the things I use to jeopardize my time. All the things I do that jeopardizes my time. And playing guitar. I can easily play guitar for a couple of hours. Boom, there goes 4 hours. That's like a part-time job right there, right? Then if I'm snow shoveling, the last week I've been snow shoveling almost an hour a day. Then I'm shoveling the backyard to make a nice spot for my dogs. So now I'm up to 5 hours. You see what I'm saying? If I do a little bit of housework, half hour a day, I could easily be up to 6 hours a day doing my routine. Now we're almost up to a full-time job right there. Then I'll upload videos to YouTube. That takes me easily a couple of hours. There's my 8 hours right there a day. So that's how a guy like me with no job can still talk and be busy and act as if he had a full-time job. Because the other things that I'm doing is like my full-time job, right? Oh, the chat. Oh, that happens. Yeah, but none thought or expected they could do it all. It's more time-consuming today. Yeah. I'm glad the chat is slower now. Yeah, it's, like, I mean, I'm flying right now, and I'm reminiscing, and I'm going through all the good old days. And it's, like, in your face. I've been doing this for, like, the past week. Because I'm just itching to resubscribe to the game. It's $20 Canadian. It's like $15 US. It's not like the money's killing me. Although this month is the most horrible I've done on YouTube. Probably since I've been monetized, to be honest with you. I barely made as much as I did the first month I was monetized a year and a half ago. Almost 2 years, yeah. So, every dollar counts, like I said, plus my worker, they take half of what I make on YouTube. Because I'm on the system. So, but yeah, when I fly and, like I said, I just kind of look at everything. All the memories start coming back, and it's like, oh man, the fun that I had. Like for me, money aside and it being a little time consuming, I personally would much prefer, like I can't emphasize how much more I rather play this fucking game over Call of Duty. But that doesn't mean that if I do end up going back to this that I would never play Call of Duty. I'd probably still do a couple of matches every day. I just wouldn't be off gallivanting playing all these different games as much is what's happening if I got back into WoW. I would still cover Hitman 3 and all those games when they come out, right? All the AAA games, Spider-Man, the new sports games, all that stuff, big game updates. Like nothing would change in that regards. What would change would be my go-to time, my spare time, when I'm not working on talking about a game or some news going on, like how the PS5 this summer is going to have the capability to expand your storage. I'm still going to do all that. Really, all it means is if I get back into WoW, expect more WoW and a little bit less of the other stuff. It's almost like getting pushed off to the side, so that I can ensure that I have proper time to enjoy the game that I'm paying for every month, and to make sure that I've done enough daily quests and all that in a couple of battlegrounds to stay in the loop, so that I don't trail behind, so that I don't go from being the king of the jungle when I'm doing a battleground, kicking everybody's ass, taking 5, 6, 7 people on at a time, to getting killed in 2 seconds. And that's what happens in World of Warcraft, and I've explained that a million times before. Imagine playing Call of Duty, and you're gone for a couple of months, and your AK-47, fully loaded, no longer 2 shots anybody in the head. You've got to shoot them 7 or 8 times in the head before they die. But if they shoot you once in the head, you're dead. That's what World of Warcraft is if you don't keep up with it. That's the problem. That is the big turnoff. But again, invest a little bit of time every day. Don't get too stressed out. Don't take 3-month breaks at a time. You won't run into that problem. Right? So, that's where I'm still struggling. I got my old account back now. Let's see how it's all R in WoW today. When's the last time you logged into WoW to play it at all? You just got the gold in Black Ops 3? Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, for sure. Well, this game is, I forget how much it is to buy the game, but it's about $14 or $15 US a month to maintain a subscription. The reason I'm able to play it, and I keep talking about I'm not subscribed, is because if you don't pay, you can play on level 20 and under characters. Right? You can't chat with anybody. Like, see if I go to chat and say hello in the general chat at the bottom left. Free trial accounts cannot send messages to this channel. Click to upgrade. I could chat locally, like to the people around me. I can't access the store, the auction house. I almost forgot the name. Jesus. Can't access the auction house either. See, like if I go here. Whoops. Man, there's a lot of people here again. See, feature not available for free trial accounts. So you are limited, but you can still get some gear. You can still have fun. You can still do some battlegrounds. Actually, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see if I wanted to. I mean, I don't exactly have a huge, list to choose from. Oh, actually I do. Oh, okay. But yeah, I could technically do a battleground. I'll just see what the queue time is. See, in this case, at my level, but I mean, I have shit gear, so it would be garbage. I would never do that. But you see, it's 6 minutes in between matches. At max level, I think it's like 10 to 15 minutes. Because there's a lot more people, I think, at this level that are trying to maybe get their PvP on. I don't know. You sold it before Shadowlands? Okay. Before that, I played since day one, yeah. Well, it's okay, this game. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. This game, to me, why it's so good, it's like a proper blend of everything. You want some casual roaming around, checking the scenery out. You've got it. You want some crazy PvP? Watch 80 people go at it? This game has it. You want to go for a nice little flight and get a little cruise and a look at the, the scenery? Like when I was just flying, you can do that. I can fly on my main character anywhere in the game. Not just from a flight path. So this game has a bit of everything. When I stealth like this, most people can't see me. Especially if I'm the highest level. And I can be in the middle of a battleground and I can still take a moment to look at the chat. I can't do that in Call of Duty. You see what I'm saying? And that bugs me big time. This game, I can do more of that. More of everything. It's more like well-rounded for me to be a good game to stream. Might not be the most popular, but I will always go back to Asmongold. One of the streaming kings. All he does is World of Warcraft, like me, sometimes. Talks a lot. The difference is I have 5 people in my stream. He's got about 55,000 people. 55,000 people this guy can easily get in a live stream. Playing World of Warcraft. I'm just saying. When you're gathering a following as a streamer, It really doesn't matter what game you play. But he's also consistent, right? He's also always playing the same game. All the time. It's very rare that he'll do anything else. So people that go and see him, they know what to expect. With me, it's a little bit of a Kinder surprise. You don't really know what you're going to get. You know you're going to get something, but you don't quite know what that's going to be. Some people don't like that, but you also can't appease everybody either. It's impossible. Yeah, 2 accounts before to be able to play Ally. Yeah, I've done that too. In Texas, it was hard without power. We had no power at all just because the snow, it broke the power lines. Yeah. Yeah, you were telling me about Asmongold. I don't know much about his personal life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know much about him on a personal level. I just know watching him, seeing how he talks to people, how he's got such a massive gathering. It's mesmerizing, you know what I mean? Because this is like my favorite game in the whole world. And I always have people that come in and go, bro, man, you know what the problem is with your streams, bro? It's not you, it's the fucking games you play. You play World of Warcraft, a deadbeat 17-year-old game. But I'm like, that's not the problem, because look at Asmongold. Right? Some people even think Call of Duty gets dry. Tell Dr. Disrespect that. But Dr. Disrespect is a bit of a special case because the dude's fucking funny as hell. He's like a stand-up comedian and a pro gamer all rolled into one. So that's like a really rare feat to have. Because you're usually one or the other. Have you seen some of the world champions in Call of Duty? They're boring as fuck to listen to. Just because you're good at a game doesn't mean you're entertaining. You see what I'm saying? Whereas Dr. Disrespect's actually legitimately good. And the guy's fucking funny. So it doesn't matter what he does. Asmongold, no offense. He's like your regular Joe Blow next door. He's not funny. He's not boring. He's just the guy next door. And he's able to make it work. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I know that this game is definitely not the problem at all. My Batman from YouTube. Yeah. I like making those videos that they're meant to be cringy and goofy and like, oh my god, did he seriously just do that? Yeah, the Batman things that I do, random gaming news and live streaming are probably my favorite things to do on the channel, but they just don't do all that great. Well, that's just it. That's it. That's just it. Every streamer's different. Some people watch Dr. Disrespect because they want to watch how good he is at the game to see if they can maybe become that good someday. I just watch him for the entertainment value because the guy's funny. I just want to hear what he has to say. Okay, so Feralis, Bloodhoof, Mulgore. No, we don't want to go there. If we want to go into there, we might have to go all the way here. Anyways, I am going to be logging out there in a few minutes. My ass is about to fall off. He started with guides and like, yeah, any other noob. Then he got followers, lots of kids, and it all changes to the bad. I don't care if a billion kids follow him, he dropped. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I'm getting at. There, you can be popular like him, but he's not going to appeal to everyone. I've had the greatest compliment I ever got was PewDiePie is live streaming, and I chose your stream over his. And then I was like, are you doing that out of pity, or you know what I mean? And he's like, no. He's like, but as great as PewDiePie is, he's just not my click for a streamer I want to watch. Wow, miracles can happen where someone chose me over PewDiePie to watch in a live stream at the same time. Not something that's going to happen too often, but if one person can think that way, right? Everybody can have a following. I know for a fact, without being cocky, that, you know, maybe someday I should be able to pull in 100 people a stream. I know people that are sort of kind of like me, like where they talk a lot and all that, and they really don't play that many games. I've mentioned this a million times. Dude pulls in 1,000 people a stream, but I did a little bit of numbers. I did some numbers if you want to play along with us. Well, I'd like to think they don't. You definitely spicing them up there, Haruki, with, you know what I mean? Your antics. Apocalyptic waste. This is WoW, World of Warcraft. I don't like Dr. Disrespect. What? I mean, it just shows you again, what? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. What the hell was I saying? I forget. Completely forgot what the hell I was just about to say. That bugs me. Doesn't happen often. The fuck was I just saying? Something about... No. Oh, numbers. I want to share this with you because it's important. So there's a guy that I sometimes watch and he streams and he gets like 1,000 people a stream. 500 to 1,000. 500 to 1,000. Okay. And I'm sitting here going 500 to 1,000. I was like, wow, that's insane. But check this out. Then I start going, I get 5 to 10 people. He gets 500 to 1,000. See where I'm going with this? 5 to 10 is what I average, but he gets 500 to 1,000. So just add a couple of extra zeros. Mathematically, I average 0.1% of my total subscriber count in my stream. 0.1%. A lot of people could be like, wow, that's pathetic. Here's what's funny, though. If you take a guy who's got a couple of million subs, and he's only pulling in 500 to 1,000 subs, or 1,000 people concurrently to a live stream, guess what percentage that is, my friends? I might have dropped out of high school, but I did finish grade 3. That's still 0.1%. If 1,000 people come in your stream and you got 1 million subs, you're proportionately getting as many people as me based on my following that I have on my channel. So there's a guy called Rich from Review Tech USA that I watch sometimes, that I've spoken to briefly a couple times. He's got 1 million subs. He's got 1,000 people, up to 1,000 people at a time, 500 to 1,000. And to me, that's like I can't fathom having that many people in a stream. Like my brain can't process that, me having that many people in a stream. But then I looked at his subs. Then I did the math. Then I looked at my subs and I looked at the math. And it's the fucking exact same percentage. 0.1%. It's the exact same, like bang on the money. All of a sudden, I stopped feeling bad for myself. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I had 1 million subs, and I was still only pulling in 5 people, okay, maybe it's time to look at something else. You know, but then again, if I got 1 million people, I'm obviously doing something right there too, right? So that kind of put things into perspective when I noticed that. Yes, he did. Dr. Disrespect, yeah. He was disrespectful, yeah. Same as I did. I told you, Mr. Freeze is better at Hitman. Hey. Yeah, he is pretty good. But your guides were more on my own level. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't say Mr. Freeze is bad now when I'm getting better at Hitman. Right. Yeah, PewDiePie wants only members of his team on his stream. Pretty greedy. For big YouTuber. Yeah, that's some of the things I don't particularly like about him, but I don't like criticizing too many people that I don't know too much of. People I'm a little bit more invested in, that I feel more comfortable to critique. Phil, you didn't answer my question. Oh, no, it's okay. I was just Messing with you, Haruki. Lazar beam just every stream. Is only members allowed to talk. Now, in defense to that, I'll actually get to that in a second. That's the thing. It would be flooded. Yeah, so let me do this a little bit, because, you know, staring at a screen, me doing nothing is that's not good. Let me at least be moving in the game. Let me have a sense of direction here. Can I go down? Do I have the flight path anywhere in here? Well, let's take a look.
Hail.
Hail. Yeah, that was terrible.
Goodbye. Greetings.
Greetings. No,
Ancestors watch over you.
not a voice actor. Let's go down this way and loop around to the right. Well, Twitch did not exist when Asmongold built his clan. You send your gaming there. What do you mean, send my gaming? Yeah, so the whole thing with paying members only chat, I'm not going to lie. It's actually a good idea. Look at a guy like, I'll go back to Dr. Disrespect, because I'm not going to lie. I love the guy. I really do. The guy's got like 30, 40, up to sometimes 70,000 people in his chat. If you're a premium member for a measly $3 or $4 a month, I think it is, you become, you know, a VIP. And now you can chat. It kind of gives the people that are serious fans of his to be able to interact with one another while Dr. Disrespect is entertaining the masses. I don't have to do that. It's easy for me to be like, oh, I'm not going to charge you to talk to me and have my Instagram and my Twitter. You can DM me anytime you want. Yeah, it's easy for me to do that and sound all like noble and like I care, because I mean I do. But I also have a very small following. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even hit people's radar, right? In terms of relevancy in the social media world. But if I was averaging 1,000 people a stream, how the fuck am I supposed to talk with everybody? I would have to, like, stop gaming and stare at the chat and be like, watch the chat go like this a million miles an hour. It would be impossible. So how do you kind of solve it, but not really? You put a members-only chat, and that really slows things down a lot. It also prevents trolls from coming in. Because if you have a members-only chat allowed, you're not going to get people that are going to threaten to blow up my house or burn me down or throw a Molotov cocktail through my window. You don't get it. I mean, that shit doesn't bother me. But I'm saying you don't get any of those distractions. They don't happen. Right? Thankfully for me, because I'm so small, I could pride myself on, I can keep up with the chat more. For now. Heaven forbid I ever grow even just a bit more to 20 people. 20 people. I can't even picture 20 fucking people in a stream. I think my record is like 17. And like I said, even at 6 or 7, if everybody's chatting continuously, it's very easy for the chat to scroll through. Very, very easy. I mean, I thought of doing the member thing, not for chatting. Just like in general, just for like a support thing. You know, like Twitch membership? Twitch membership you do just to support the streamer. It's just a residual income. You pay like $3 or $4 a month or whatever it is. And that's legitimately just to support the streamer on Twitch. I've explained this to you before, but I'll say it again. On YouTube, it's different. So you don't want to pay me? Well, too bad. Guess you can't chat with your stream chat. Go check my Twitter. I will in a few minutes. Yeah, but YouTube is not the #1 gaming stream site. YouTube is not a place. Well, it is and it isn't. The reason I kind of argue that is because YouTube gaming is growing massively. for one. It's becoming a serious competitor with Twitch. The other thing is, I already have a small following on YouTube. I've got about 14,000 subs. And look at how small my YouTube streams are. Do you know how many people watch me on Twitch when I Twitch? You want to know how many people watch me? No one watches me. More than half the time I stream, there's literally not a single person in the stream. I did it for a couple of months. I got absolutely jack shit. There is no algorithm in Twitch. Once you're big, you'll start getting promoted to new people on Twitch, but that's because they're big. When you're new to Twitch, you're going to get recommended to people like Dr. Disrespect or Asmongold. You're not going to get my fucking pumpkin head on there as a recommendation. The only way people can find me on Twitch is by searching for a game and then searching by the lowest amount of views. No one does that. I'm just saying, I know because I've done it. I've done Twitch. I got nothing from Twitch. Absolutely nothing. So for me, Twitch is garbage. Well, I can already have my niche, but the people have to find you, right? That's the issue with Twitch. YouTube is easier in some ways. YouTube has the algorithm. You know that most times I stream, right? And I end my stream. You know that I usually get 2, 3, 4 new subscribers. Now, you would think after all these months of having all these 2, 3 new subscribers per stream that there'd be a lot more people in the live stream. But it's a percentage thing. Not everybody is aware that I'm live streaming. There's a few other people out there. It's also a time thing. So they can't watch me based on when I stream. So I could potentially pull in, bigger numbers. But what happens with YouTube is my YouTube channel is actually growing. I get 500 to 800 subscribers. I usually average 700 or 800 new subscribers a month, which for me is a big number. I'd like to think as I grow, like now I was 10,000 just a few months ago, now I'm already about to hit 14,000. I'd like to think, by the time maybe I hit 50,000 subs in maybe 2-3 years or something like that, that instead of like 5-10 people in a stream, maybe it's 20 or 30 at that point, you know what I mean? Like it'll start to more slowly snowball. And then the more relevant you become in the algorithm, the more people will subscribe to me. So again, not to be cocky, I average, like I said, about 700, 800, sometimes in the upwards of 1,000 subs a month. Why don't 10,000 people join a month? Because they just don't even know I exist. If I'm able to get all these people every month to subscribe to me, then there's technically no reason there couldn't be 5 times that amount. There's 7 billion people in the world. All those people that keep subscribing to me means they would have subscribed to me probably 2 years ago. But they just didn't know I was out there. Hell, there's people I find all the time on YouTube that have 3, 4, 5, 6 million subs. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Never heard of him in my life. And the dude's ranking in like 50 grand a month, 5, 6 million subs. Never seen him in my life. And I YouTube all the time. I live on YouTube. I'm constantly looking shit up. And I never see these people. And they're like multi-million subs. It just shows you the algorithm. So a tiny guy like me with 14,000 subs, it's no wonder there's only so many people every month that subscribe, right? Yeah. You catch one person with lots of connections like a big guild. Yeah, and WoW. Someone says, look at this guy. They link your Discord. No, I know, yeah. Like that time Ali, Abu Gamers, came in. He came in and he linked my stream in his YouTube page or something. I think I had like a couple of hundred people in my stream for a couple of hours. And I was able to maintain most of those people. I'm not gonna lie, that was a bit of an ego boost. I was like, "Ooh," you know? I was like, wow, I was actually able to maintain. I think I was, after a while, there might have been, I don't know how many of them spoke English, but that's not the point. They stuck around for like the entire time. And near the end, I was still averaging, I think, about 140 consecutive viewers in my live stream. So to me, that was like, wow. Like it gave me a taste of what it would be like streaming with that many people. And I have to admit, it wasn't so much more fun, but I'm not going to lie, I'm also in this for survival, don't forget too, right? I do this for fun. But don't get me wrong, of course there's a bit of an ulterior motive. At the end of the tunnel, I'd like to find a small sack of gold. And if it's not gold, maybe it's copper at the least, you know what I mean? Like I'm kind of hoping to obviously make a living off of this. Like I said, I'm already a good number of my ways there to replacing my disability with this. Already. So I know that I'm capable of generating a bit of buzz on YouTube. It's the live stream part of my YouTube that's like, it's not a nosedive. It never really took off to begin with. But, like I said, I enjoy it. That's usually a good thing. When you're not good at something, but you still do it just because you enjoy it, you know. I know people that have like 100 people in their stream or 200 people in their stream, and if people aren't dropping $50 every 5 minutes, they cancel the stream. And they throw a fit. Like, what? To me, that's not a streamer. A streamer does this first for the fun of it. But of course, as a bonus, they're hoping to be able to, you know, finance themselves. I mean, that's only natural, right? You think I want to die living on disability? I've already been on that shit for half my life. Right? So, if I would have known I would have been able to generate the buzz that I've generated so far in a few short years on YouTube, with the amount of views I average a month and money, I don't even want to know where I'd be today if I would have actually started uploading 15, 16 years ago when YouTube started. Right? Maybe I'd be at a couple of 100,000 subscribers. Who knows? Maybe more. Whatever. I don't even want to think about that too much. You use Twitch to watch XQC? I'd frequent it more if you ever decided to go back to it. I mean, I don't hate Twitch. There's some things about Twitch I like more. And a mythic rate, yeah. I don't do a lot of that. I'm not into the rating stuff, though. Thanks, King. But yeah, so that's kind of my thing with that. It helps to be, well, I am consistent, but and the games tend to be somewhat consistent. It's all about that niche, like I said. And with Twitch, one of the things I don't like too much about Twitch, every time I switch games, I'd have to go to the title and change the game. Get it? Like in real time. Whereas this here is a little bit more relaxed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feed off of the algorithm. It doesn't matter what the title says. Whereas on Twitch, you have to be a little bit more like, oh, he was playing Call of Duty, put in Call of Duty. And then if you switch over to another game, and you go to something crazy from like Call of Duty to World of Warcraft to American Truck Simulator, I'm not saying you can't do that. But you're definitely going to want to have to change the title, and then the people that might have come to your stream on Twitch because of your Call of Duty, now you're playing WoW, well, they're probably going to leave. Unless they're head over heels about you as the streamer talking, right? Whereas on YouTube, I find that to be a little bit less different. I'm going back to WoW now. Gonna tell my mates in Discord and Guild to look you up. Oh, thank you. Retarded old farts like... Oh, I don't care about donations. I mean, I care about them, but I don't talk about them. I very rarely joke about that. I mean, I have it posted in the description as like a... You know, it's there. But, like I said, I've seen it, so I know it happens. There's a lot of big streamers that literally stop. They stop everything. They pause everything. And they literally go, okay, guys, we got a donation goal, $50. Let's try to make that in the next 10 minutes, and we'll continue on with the stream. I've been a part of some streams where I've seen that. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And you'll actually have some people in the stream go, come on, guys, chip in. I'm like, I'm gonna chip my fist in the side of your face. Chip in. What the fuck is that? That's bullshit is what it is. Absolute, bullshit like I've never seen. I can't, like, it's to the point where I'm surprised people don't ban people for that. If I owned Twitch and I saw a beggar like that, I'd be like, you know what? I don't need you on my fucking platform. Get the fuck out of here. That's how much of an asshole I can be. I would not put up with that bullshit at all. You stream because you enjoy it. The money's a bonus. Not everybody gets the gold bucket at the end of the rainbow. You know what I mean? That is some absolute fucking boggles my mind. And that a lot of people still tolerate and defend that behavior. It's beyond me. But, you know, to each their own. Anyone play Watch Dogs Legion? Oh, I think I heard you mention that and lose all their masks. No, I didn't. I did not lose my masks. As far as I'm aware. Then again, I haven't really played the game since the last update. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a break here. Small chance. Very small chance. That I could be back. Maybe a little bit later. I'm just not too sure. But if I do come back, to be honest with you... In the history of World of Warcraft, that's probably the closest I've ever seen two flight paths together. Wow. Like, I mean, that's really close together. Holy cow. Mind you, this is a fairly newish flight path in recent history. Like of World of Warcraft, I mean, originally you only had the one that was over there. But yeah, so if I do come back later, I might do another round or two Call of Duty. Get into American Truck Simulator. I might resume my trip that I was doing. Yeah, 2s and 3s for Arena. Dungeons were fun, yeah. Do you know people in the game started to ask for trade with Asmund? And tried to trade him as Swiss? What? Just because he asks the kids for gold. Does he really do that? Like, does he ask, or does he, like, if you can donate some items to my character in WoW, that would be appreciative? Or do you mean he exploits it because he uses his Twitch fame, his social media status, into making the kids think they're going to be special if they give him gold? Is that what you're saying? Or help him, like, carry him and stuff like that? I mean, that I don't know anything about. Yeah, I mean, asking's one thing. Begging's another, or... Yeah. I don't like asking people for shit, period. I don't like asking. I just, you know, that's my thing. I just don't like it. Oh, yeah, demand. I would not put up with that shit at all. Absolutely not. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of that stuff. Alright. Thanks for How the hell? How long have I been... Actually, I don't need to look up there. Holy shish kebab. 2 hours and 20 minutes in total. But yeah. I am going to head off. Supper time soon. That's where he changed. Yeah. And like I said, I might be back a little bit later in a couple of hours. Maybe, maybe not. Not too sure. But at least restarting my computer helped with the, the Call of Duty that wasn't working there. At least that worked out. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. And like I said, if anybody ever wants to chit chat really quick, I try not to spend. Oh, typing on the wrong keyboard. Jesus. I think it's. Hold on a sec. That is my Twitters. That's right. You don't see me often without glasses unless I'm doing a regular upload. I fucking can't stand glasses. They piss me off. I think I talked about that before, but I have a very mild astigmatism, so like my eyeballs like warped, or so it distorts things super far away or super tiny things. Okay, thanks for tonight. I live in Sweden, so I probably sleep on your back. See, I can read. I'm not fucking blind. And I'm on a 10-inch MacBook that's like fucking 3 feet away from me. Why do I wear my glasses? You know, it's funny, over the years, like when I say over the years, I'm talking over the course of like 30 years, my vision has virtually unchanged, which is good. Very, very good. Sometimes I even wonder if my vision's improved, to be honest with you, which can sometimes happen, but generally not the case. As you get older, usually things fall apart, they don't get better, but, I have the same prescription for my glasses. So these glasses I got about 2, 3 years ago. These ones, like the ones that are like the minimal frame that I like, so it doesn't really look like I'm wearing glasses. Where did my other ones go? These glasses I can't stand because I look weird with them. A bald head with big fat black rim glasses. I can't stand it. Ah, they're so comfortable though, because they don't have that nose piece that dig into your nose. You know what I'm talking about? Let me look at the chat. You too. See this one with the nose piece? I can't stand it. Do you know when I got the prescription to these glasses? They're Ray-Bans. These glasses are like 22 years old. Roughly. Yeah, they're almost a quarter of a century old. Same prescription as my 2-year-old glasses. It's pretty amazing. I have like a bunch of glasses around the house from all the years. These were cooler? See, I don't care what people think of me. Like visually, I don't give a shit. It's all about me, what I think. I don't like what I look like, even though I don't see myself when I stream. I don't like the look that I have with the shaved head, clean shaven, and then just bam, black glasses. There's just something about it. Not because of the color, but because they're so like bright, big, and thick. Right? These ones are a lot more minimalistic. Very light frame. There's no frame underneath the lens, but they got the goddamn nose piece. And that drives me absolutely batshit crazy. I'd have to find a pair of glasses like this, but that's plastic, like these ones that don't have the nose piece. Oh, these are so comfortable. And then when I'm around the house or I go for walks, I don't wear glasses. Like I said, it's not like I'm blind. But then I got these like 2 big red marks on each side of my nose, and I'm like, damn it. I don't get that with these. Well, I'm glad you think so, because like I said, when I put these on, I'm like, I don't like the way I look with them. One day, if I make enough money, I want to get my teeth fixed and laser eye, potentially, surgery. Because it's just a very mild astigmatism, like I said. It's just like a very mild, like, fix your eyes. And, yeah. So there's a few things I want to save up for. It's kind of cosmetic, but not really. I'm just tired of lugging this shit around all the time, having to clean them. Sometimes I misplace a pair. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm getting plastic surgery, right? It's the same thing with my teeth at the bottom. They're all like crowded. So when I go to floss legitimately, sometimes the floss gets stuck and I have to pull the floss out. You know how annoying that is, right? But, almost middle-aged and I've only ever had one tiny itty-bitty surface cavity. Damn it. And that was last summer. I had my very first very minor surface cavity. They had to go in like super, like right at the surface. And I was like, damn it. Because I used to pride myself that, like, hey, I have no cavities. Is your eye problem Oh, absolutely. Because I don't really have an eye problem, like I said. Might just be me, but I've been disgusted by moles. Not. Oh, you don't like moles? Yeah, I have a few. I don't give a shit about moles. Um. Oh yeah, like I said, almost any eye condition, no matter how severe it is, can be fixed with laser usually. You were younger than me, right? 2 years or so. I was younger, and I somehow sped up. What? I'm 43, or I will be 43. I'm currently 42. Are you nearsighted or farsighted? So how that works is if I say I'm nearsighted, that means I see near. Some people see far but not near. Yeah, so I'm nearsighted. So what happens with an astigmatism? It's pretty simple. Let's say you have really good vision. You know, like how if you look at a sign and it's like really far away, you can only see so far, right? And then after a while, you're like squinting. You're like, what? What does that thing say? And you're all like, you do that thing where you're like, you squint your eyes and you're kind of hoping you'll get like eagle vision. That at a distance will happen sooner for me than a normal person. So for everyday, day-to-day stuff, I see perfectly fine. Like, I can't even really tell the difference, to be honest with you. If I just look around the world in general, and I go about doing my day-to-day stuff in the world, I actually can't really tell the difference between putting glasses on and not putting them on. Where I notice a huge difference. Oh my God, this is the best way to explain it. Compare 720p to 4K resolution. That's really, oh my God, that is the epitome of an example to use. So 720p or even 1080p. Now we'll say 720p. Yeah, around there. It's still doable. It's still technically HD. 1080p is full HD. 4K is ultra HD. So my vision is 720p for the lack of a better term, when everybody else's normal vision is 4K. It's super crisp and sharp. You could see every little line and strand of hair. At 720p, things are a little bit blurrier, but you can still make out what's going on. That's essentially what I am. That's how I see. That's why you sometimes hear me go, let me put on my 4K goggles. Right? That's the absolute best example I can give you. I was farsighted and a teacher that was nearsighted in the same school year. My left eye is nearsighted. I wear contacts and glasses. Oh, you do? I believe the prescription's minus 2.25. My right is. Oh, okay. Yeah, like with my glasses, my optometrist told me I had eagle eye vision. I actually have better than 20/20 vision. So these are what's called like corrected lenses, right? These compensate for the fact that my eyeballs are squished. So that gives me the potential. She said, she goes, oh yeah, if you get laser eye surgery, she's like, you're going to get the same vision you have with glasses now. Not everybody gets beyond the 20/20. So I can actually normally see better than most people when I put my glasses on and correct whatever little astigmatism I have. Obviously, without them, it's like, it's not the best for seeing small, print. So, like, when I drive, I have to wear glasses because, like, street signs really far away, especially when you're driving like 60, 80 miles an hour. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I could see the street sign, right? I could see the stop sign, the red light, the green light. It's not like I can't see. But it's more for things like, if somebody does like a hit and run, read their license plate, yeah, I'm probably going to struggle with that. You know what I mean? If I put these on, it's like, you know? So when I did the test with the optometrist, she was actually blown away. She's like, wow, I think your vision's improving. And it's like, really? She goes, yeah, your astigmatism's the same, like your prescription's the same. But based on like your prior years' test for like, what letter is this? When they do that test, she says it was noticeably further that I was able to. I was like, I'm beyond 2020. She's like, yeah, you're like what's called a eagle vision. So I was like, yeah, I got eagle vision. But yeah, 2.5 hours and I gotta go. Because one, I'm gonna piss myself. Two, my ass cheeks are gonna fall off my ass because this chair is really uncomfortable and it's driving me insane. And I'm hungry. At this point, I'm looking at my chihuahua and I'm gonna end up eating him. But yeah. So thanks for stopping by. And like I said, there is a small chance that I might be back a little bit later. Just don't count on it. Not that you're super excited for it to happen again, but I'm just saying, in case you're wondering. It all depends if I can get the other stuff done that I want out of the way. Only 20, yeah, right. Oh boy. I would need a better chair for that to even contemplate that, or at least like a 12-hour stream. But yeah. All right, you got my Twitter. Whatever. I'm going to go eat, and maybe, like I said, I'll shoot a few more people in Call of Duty. Thought I'd clarify that. Just, oh, what's he doing? I feel like with like how the world is, with like being politically correct, you got to clarify what you mean. It's like, all right, guys, I might be back in a few hours and we'll shoot some people. It's like, what? It's like, no, Call of Duty. Oh, okay. Otherwise people take that out of context and that's it. Cancel them. Cancel me when I'm just trying to get started. All right. Bye for now.